Most people don't fail because they're not capable, they fail because they accept average. They let their emotions set the pace, their fears choose the path, and their habits define their future. But if you're tired of settling, if you're ready to rise, then it's time to raise your standards, in every moment, in every decision, in every action. Excellence is not an event, it's a lifestyle. Excellence isn't something you achieve once and never touch again. It's not about one big moment of greatness. True excellence is built in the small, quiet decisions you make every single day, the habits you repeat, the standards you hold yourself to even when no one is watching. That's where real success is formed. Most people think success depends on talent, luck, or better opportunities. They believe the top performers have some kind of advantage, a gift, a head start, or the perfect circumstances. But that's not the truth. The people who reach the top and stay there are the ones who have mastered the art of daily excellence. Because success is not built in a day, it's built through the daily actions, routines, and decisions made when no one else is paying attention. It's found in the early mornings, the late nights, the extra effort most people skip. It's in the choice to show up, even when you don't feel like it. To stay the course when things get tough. To stick to your process, not just once, but every day. Excellence is not a feeling you chase, it's a habit you become. Most people miss this. They think excellence means perfection. But it doesn't. It means consistency. It means doing your best, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. It means having a standard for yourself that doesn't drop to match the world, it rises to shape it. When you live with daily excellence, success becomes natural. You stop chasing results, you start attracting them. You stop waiting for the right time, you start building momentum. You stop depending on motivation, and you begin to run on discipline. So how do you build this kind of mindset? How do you form the habits and routines that lead to excellence every day? That's what we're here to talk about. Not vague theories, but real, practical actions. Habits that rewire your brain, sharpen your focus, and elevate your performance. Because excellence isn't a destination, it's a way of living. And once you learn how to live it every day, you'll naturally rise above the rest. Habit 1: Master your mornings. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. Start with discipline, focus, and purpose, and those qualities will carry into everything else. But start in a rush, distracted, or lazy, and the rest of your day will follow that path too. Excellence begins before the world wakes up. It begins when you take control of those first quiet moments. The best performers don't just wake up early, they wake up with intention. They start their day with structure. Some meditate. Some journal. Some move their bodies to activate energy. But they all control how they think, act, and focus in the first minutes of their day. If you want daily excellence, your mornings must be non-negotiable. You need a routine that strengthens your mindset, energizes your body, and prepares your focus for what matters most. Even 10 focused minutes can change the direction of your day. Don't wait to feel like getting up. Don't wait until you're in the mood. That's not how excellence is built. Habit 2: Get up without negotiation. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits is getting up as soon as your alarm goes off. No snooze button. No delay. No debate. When you hit snooze, you're training your brain to procrastinate. But when you rise immediately, you build the muscle of instant execution. That one decision impacts everything. Wake up with discipline, and you carry that into your work, your mindset, and your goals. Start your day with energy, and you perform better in everything you do. Excellence isn't about big wins, it's about small, intentional choices done daily. Win the morning, and you begin to win the day. Habit 3. Control your focus. Your attention is your most valuable asset. What you focus on expands. Focus on problems, and stress increases. Focus on distractions, and you waste your time. But when you focus on growth, effort, and results, your actions align with success. Most people don't train their focus. They start the day with good intentions, but end up wondering where their time went. The highest performers work differently. They eliminate distractions. They lock in on what matters. They protect their time and attention like it's gold, because it is. Block time for deep work. Say no to the meaningless. Say yes to your mission. Every time you do, you train your brain to concentrate. Distractions don't just waste time, they drain your energy. Task switching wears you down, even when you don't realize it. High achievers create blocks of uninterrupted time. They focus deeply on one task. As a result, they get more done in a few hours than most do in an entire day. Guard your focus. Eliminate distractions. Be intentional with your attention. Excellence depends on it. Habit 4. Build self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not about luck or talent, it's about making yourself follow through, especially when you don't feel like it. Most people wait for motivation. But motivation fades. Discipline stays. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every excuse weakens it. Every follow-through strengthens it. The key is to stop negotiating with yourself. No more, should I go or not? No more, I'll do it later. That back and forth drains your energy and makes it easier to give up. The top performers don't ask how they feel. They've decided who they are, and they act on that decision. If they've committed to waking up early, they don't debate it. If they've decided to train daily, they follow through. Discipline becomes part of their identity. Start small. Make your bed. Drink water in the morning. Keep tiny promises. Every follow-through builds mental strength. And that strength shows up when the stakes are higher. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Some days will be tough. But that's when discipline matters most. Habit 5. Practice relentless consistency. Most people start strong, but they don't stay consistent. They commit, then miss a day. Then 2. Then it's gone. Excellence isn't about occasional effort. It's about showing up every day. You don't need to go all out. You just need to stay steady. It's better to do a little each day than to go hard for a week and give up. Consistency beats intensity over the long term. The people who win are not the most talented, they're the most consistent. They don't let bad days break them. They don't allow one setback to become a pattern. They keep going. Because success doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you do every single day. Excellence is a choice you make daily. Excellence is not something you wait for. It's not something you hope to feel. It's something you decide to become through your actions, your habits, and your discipline. It's not about having perfect days. It's about building strong habits that hold up even on imperfect days. If you can master your mornings, focus your attention, build your discipline, and stay consistent, you will separate yourself from the crowd. Not because you're more gifted, but because you choose daily excellence while others choose comfort. This is the path to long-term success. This is how you build momentum, earn results, and create a life that reflects your highest potential. Excellence is not an event. It's a lifestyle. And once it becomes who you are, success becomes inevitable. The highest achievers in the world aren't the ones who go all in for a few days and then disappear. They're the ones who show up, day after day, week after week, regardless of how they feel. Their secret? Consistency. It's not flashy. It's not exciting. But it's the quiet force behind every meaningful transformation in fitness, business, personal growth, and relationships. Success isn't built in sudden bursts of motivation. It's built on the decision to keep going, even when the results aren't immediate, even when no one's watching, even when it feels like nothing is working. Most people fail not because they're lazy, but because they expect results too soon. They work hard for a few weeks, and when progress isn't instant, they give up. But success doesn't work like that. Growth is not a straight line. The rewards don't show up right away. They build up, little by little, over time. And if you quit early, you never get to see the breakthrough. The ones who win? They trust the process. They stay patient. They know that consistency creates momentum, and momentum creates transformation. The secret to staying consistent isn't willpower, it's removing the decision-making process altogether. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wake up and debate whether you should do it. You just do. It's automatic. It's part of who you are. That's how your habits should feel. Working on your goals shouldn't be optional. Exercising, writing, studying, showing up for your responsibilities, it shouldn't depend on your mood. It should depend on your identity. You do it because that's the standard you live by. Willpower is unreliable. It's strong one day and weak the next. And if your success depends on how motivated you feel, you'll always be inconsistent. The better approach? Build systems. Systems make action automatic. They eliminate friction between you and the thing you need to do. Set a fixed time each day to focus on your goals. Prepare in advance to remove excuses. Track your progress to stay accountable. Do whatever it takes to make the process simple and repeatable. That's how you turn discipline into a habit, and habits into results. Many people fail because they make their goals too overwhelming. They say they'll work out for an hour, write for 3 hours, or make huge progress every day. But when life gets busy, these big goals feel impossible. So they stop. Here's the truth: excellence isn't about doing the most. It's about never stopping. Even if you only have 10 minutes, do something. Even if you're tired, show up anyway. Even if you're not at your best, keep the habit alive. The moment you stop completely, you lose momentum. But if you keep going, even in small ways, you keep your identity and progress intact. It's not about perfection. You will have off days. You will miss workouts. You'll get distracted. That's normal. But what matters most is how quickly you bounce back. Most people let one bad day turn into a bad week and then a bad month. But those who succeed? They get back on track immediately. They don't let a slip turn into a spiral. They treat setbacks as part of the journey, not as a reason to give up. If you want to build relentless consistency, you must set and maintain high personal standards. Because in life, you don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate. If you tolerate laziness or excuses, you'll keep getting mediocre results. But if you demand more from yourself, if you expect excellence, you'll rise to meet that standard. Most people adjust their standards based on their environment. If they're around lazy coworkers, they slack off. If they're surrounded by small thinkers, they shrink their vision. But true excellence means holding the line, no matter what's happening around you. It means giving your best effort, even when others don't. Your standards shape your life. Your standards dictate how you show up. If your standard is to do the bare minimum, that's what you'll do. If your standard is to act only when motivated, you'll be inconsistent. But if your standard is to perform at your best regardless of the situation, you'll rise above the crowd. Excellence doesn't mean being perfect, it means consistently pushing for better. Don't let your feelings decide your effort. Don't wait to feel ready. Set clear non-negotiables. If health is a priority, workouts are not optional. If focus matters, distractions aren't entertained. If reliability matters, following through is a must. Define your standards and protect them fiercely. Surround yourself with excellence. One of the fastest ways to raise your standards is to change your environment. If you're constantly around people who settle for average, you will too. But if you surround yourself with high performers, people who challenge themselves daily, you'll naturally elevate. Excellence is contagious. In the right environment, you won't have to force discipline. It will feel normal. You won't tolerate excuses. You won't tolerate half-hearted effort. You'll adapt upward. When no one's watching. But here's the real test: what do you do when no one is watching? That's where standards really count. Can you stay disciplined when there's no applause, no immediate reward, and no accountability but yourself? Discipline is doing the right thing when no one would know if you didn't. It's about effort without validation. That's the quiet power that separates the average from the extraordinary. So if you want to win, if you want to truly rise above, forget about waiting for the perfect time or ideal motivation. Build systems. Lower the barrier to entry. Set non-negotiable standards. Surround yourself with growth. And most importantly, show up every single day. Not just when it's easy. Not just when it's fun. But especially when it's not. Because in the end, it's not the most talented who win. It's not the loudest or the flashiest. It's the one who keeps going. Day in, day out. Relentlessly. That's the real key to greatness. Raise your standards or stay stuck. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lower their standards. When life gets tough, they let emotions take control. When things fall apart, they give up. But those who succeed, they hold the line. They stay committed to their standards no matter how hard things get. If you want to master excellence in life, you must raise your standards consistently. In the way you work. In the way you train. In how you respond to setbacks. In how you treat people. Every moment is a chance to reinforce your identity as someone who demands the best from themselves. Habit 6. Take decisive action. Most people hesitate. They overthink. They wait too long and lose momentum. They analyze everything until the opportunity is gone. But excellence isn't built on perfect planning. It's built on action, fast action. The people who win in life don't wait for certainty. They don't need all the answers to begin. They trust themselves enough to take the first step. They move quickly, learn from experience, and adjust along the way. Hesitation is a habit, break it. Every time you delay, every time you hesitate, you build the habit of inaction. Your brain starts associating decisions with stress and fear. Over time, even simple tasks feel overwhelming. The way out? Train yourself to act immediately. As soon as you know something needs to be done, move. Make the call. Speak up. Start the task. Don't let your brain talk you out of it. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. But when you act quickly, you build momentum. And momentum is everything. Excellence demands action. If you want to live at your best, you must learn to act now. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel more confident. Not when the timing is perfect. Every success story started with one decisive action. One moment of courage. One refusal to wait. That same decision is available to you today. Habit 7. Build mental toughness. Excellence isn't just about skill. It's about mental strength. Because no matter how talented you are, life will test you. And if your mind isn't strong, you'll fold under pressure. Most people give up when things get hard. They quit when they're uncomfortable. They retreat after a failure. That's why they stay stuck, because they've never trained their mind to be resilient. Comfort makes you weak. When you avoid discomfort, you stop growing. When you make life too easy, you become soft. And when challenges come, you break. Mental toughness is built through discomfort on purpose. You have to do hard things daily. Wake up early. Push yourself. Step into fear. Do what you don't feel like doing. Over time, that pain becomes power. Every time you push through resistance, you rewire your brain. You teach yourself that pain is not the limit. You build calluses that protect your mindset. And you start to believe that you can handle anything. The people who dominate life aren't the ones who avoid struggle. They're the ones who embrace it. They use adversity to grow. They never back down. They keep moving forward relentlessly. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn. Like a muscle, it only grows under stress. And if you stop training it, it weakens. So put yourself in controlled discomfort. Push your limits. Say yes to challenges that scare you. Over time, your threshold expands. You stop being controlled by emotions. You start living by discipline. It's not the big heroic moments that make you tough. It's the small daily choices. Waking up on time. Showing up when you don't feel like it. Staying focused when distractions come. These decisions stack up. They form a mindset that doesn't break under pressure. They make you unshakable. The world's top performers all have one thing in common: they can endure. They keep going when others quit. They stay focused when things get tough. They don't let failure define them. If you want to be great, you must train your mind to push past emotions. Take action, even when it's hard. Show up strong, even when life doesn't cooperate. That's what separates winners from everyone else. Excellence is an identity. Excellence isn't something you chase. It's who you become. Every day, you are either reinforcing the habits of mediocrity or training for greatness. There's no in-between. You are either making excuses and lowering your standards, or you're building discipline and showing up with focus. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent. It's not luck. It's the daily decision to operate at a higher level, no matter what. Success doesn't come from what you do once. It's built through what you do every single day. It's in your morning routine. Your focus. Your standards. Your discipline, especially when no one's watching. Excellence is not a skill. It's a way of life. And once you adopt it as your identity, everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your results accelerate. Your mindset becomes unshakable. You stop reacting. You start leading with purpose and power. Decide to be excellent now. The people who succeed are not waiting for permission. They're not waiting for motivation. They've made the decision to be excellent right now. And that same decision is available to you. You don't need more time. You don't need more information. You just need to take action today. Raise your standards. Train your focus. Build your toughness. And take the next step right now. Because excellence isn't something you turn on when life is easy. It's something you choose every single day. Excellence isn't something you chase, it's something you choose. It's not found in luck, talent, or perfect conditions. It's built in your daily decisions, your discipline, your standards. Every day, you are either reinforcing mediocrity or building mastery. Choose to be excellent, not someday, not when it's convenient, but right now, and every single day after that.